Granny decides to open up an empanadita stand during a demonic invasion, and all I have is a sloth, some monkeys and some trees, some fruits that freeze you, and eventually enough towers that I just get to sit back. Teeko is pitched as a mix of platforming and tower defense, and the tone lands immediately. You're this tiny sloth with Granny at a little empanadita stall, and then the game starts sending devil creatures and festival masks through the level to ruin the snack business. I like that setup. It's cute, silly, and still gives you an actual job. Granny has health, Teeko has health. If either side gets worn down, the level is in trouble, so bouncing around and looking adorable in a little bandana will not carry you by itself. The game teaches you the enemy rules pretty clearly. The tutorial marks one as harmful, with a warning that you can't dunk enemies with a red outline. That matters because some enemies are basically crates and you can jump on those to destroy them. Others burn you if you try the same thing, so your trees have to handle it. That's where the tower defense side starts working. You place tree towers into slots around the stage, and I kept having to overlap them to make sure I had choke points while getting hit by lots of monkeys throwing coconuts. When the level get busy and I had built well, I could sit behind the coverage and let the trees do most of the damage. That is a good tower defense feeling. You make a plan, and then the plan buys you some breathing room. The resource is fruit. I think it's mangoes. You pick it up from defeated enemies and spend it on more trees. Between waves you choose upgrades, and the upgrade screen is very on theme. One card is bigger coconuts, which is exactly the kind of upgrade name I want from a game where monkeys are throwing fruit at demons. Another is empanadita, which heals Teeko for 3 health. And then there's fertilizer, an option for bigger watermelon explosions. My build was not clever. I mainly focused on coconuts because they handled a lot of the work, and then used the freezing fruit so that I could safely jump on the fire enemies afterwards. There are other options like mine style trees, and one that tried doing a slam that drops jar of fruit on enemies, but in the demo I found it easy enough to stick with the coconuts and the freeze tree. Later levels show why coverage matters. Enemies are not all walking along a flat path. Some roofs are higher and some are lower, and by the busier stages there's crates stacked up, fireballs everywhere, and rain coming down, and Teeko bouncing between platforms while the palm trees fire across the screen. I failed once and had to repeat a level, but I still cleared the demo in about 40 minutes. There are 4 levels in this slice, with more unlocks shown for the full game. You only take 3 trees into a level, even though you unlock more, so that's probably where some of the replay value comes from. Once you've cleared it, maybe you chase the score, take less damage, or try with different trees instead of just using only coconuts like I did. The art helps a lot. The gameplay is pixel look with big readable enemies, bright fruit shots, and jungle backdrops. The cutscenes use rounder illustrated style, but they feel close enough to the play graphics that it doesn't feel jarring. The music is nice while you're playing too. The whole atmosphere stays fun, even when the screen is full of demons, fire and chaos. There are 2 issues worth flagging. The main one is text. It uses this wiggly or rainbow moving writing I've seen in a couple of games now. I hate it. It makes reading harder than it needs to be. It's not a bug, it's a design choice, and it's one that I strongly dislike. The other issue was a bug. A couple of my trees disappeared while I was playing. They took the mangoes, planted, then vanished. In a game where your whole plan is built around overlapping tower coverage, losing a paid-for tree like that can be frustrating. My verdict is a play. I enjoyed Teeko. It is cute, it has a daft granny food premise. The mix of jumping on enemies yourself while building tree coverage gives a stronger tower defense shape than I expected from an opening pitch. I do wonder how much replay it will have after 1 clear, but the tree loadout limit and score angle might answer that in a full game. Release date is coming soon. I play the demos, you play the hits. I'll see you on the next one. And remember to hit subscribe so when the next hot demo lands, you don't miss it.